Okay guys, so we're up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and we're going to be walking around a 1985 Monte Carlo SS. I'm going to be walking around pointing out any kind of flaws, that way you know what you're buying before you get here. I want you to look at my website. That's maplemotors.com. I have shipping, I have financing available. You can also see all of our inventory on that website, so go and check it out. We update every Monday with new cars. I went ahead and opened it all up. That way I'm not moving the camera all around crazy and fumbling keys. We're gonna get her started up, give you some undercarriage shots. But right off the rip here, I'm gonna be looking for any kind of flaws. That way you know what you're buying before you get here. So yeah, once again, check us out, maplemotors.com. We're gonna get started. Hit that subscribe button for daily content. Let's go. Starting right off the rip here, we have got some little spider cracks in the front bumper. If you get real close, you can see them. Coming around the front end, the same thing. Down here by the fog lights, you got some little spider cracks. A couple in the front behind where the tag goes. Hoping it pops up. This paint is very shiny on this car. Got a little scuff over here on the front in the corner. Going up a little bit higher, looks a lot better. There's a scuff right here. But for the most part, it's nice and clean. You got a touch-up mark on the corner here. It's like a maroon metallic. I'm gonna go down the lower portions first. You got a couple chips around the front fender here. As I keep moving to the back, bottoms of the doors look pretty good. There's a chip right here at the very bottom. Coming on down. I'll stop when I see stuff like that. And a little bit of chipping going on in this corner here. Coming up over the rear fender. Got some chips from the road back here and the tire kicks them up. Coming back to midsection. Light scratching that's sitting on top of the paint. That right there can be buffed out. Same with the stuff on top here. Looks like somebody was leaning over on their trunk. On the trunk, putting stuff in and out. Got some light scratching. You can see it here, here. A couple little small marks in there. Right around the door here. That one there is probably staying. I can feel it. One's up top and around these edges. I believe are just sitting on top of the paint. I think a lot of that stuff will buff out. And again, I'm really close to the door right now. Zooming in on any little thing that I see. Of course, as you come back a little bit, all that stuff kind of disappears. Looking over the roof here, same thing, some light scratches on top. Little white spots. They blacked out the trim around the windshield. I won't be shutting down the hood here in a moment. The trunk lid has a little dimple in it. Y'all see that? Looking around in the trunk. Weather stripping doesn't look too bad. It's got a chunk missing out of it right here in the corner. Somebody probably pulled their luggage out and just took it right out. Looking around inside the trunk, it's got a nice clean mat. Underneath the mat, there's not a lot of rust or anything. It looks decent. A fresh coat of paint would probably help. Got a jack over here in the corner. Looking up in your package tray, looking pretty solid. Not too bad. Kind of somewhat put this back a little bit better, I guess. And I'll do it right after the video. I have two hands here. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Looking around this back end, got a little bit of oxidation. Looks like above our sticker it said Heartbeat of America behind there. It's probably a failed sticker that was going bad. You can see some of this stuff on the back that they've added. Dual exhaust out the back. Looking over the trunk lid, it's got quite a few of these little white specks. We're gonna come down this side of the car, do the same thing. We're running the lower portion, come back to midsection and end on the top. Little chips from the road right here, popping up. Coming up over the fender, you got a couple more chips. Little touch-up mark there. And a touch-up mark there. See some scuffs on this back, and then a chip here. At the very bottom, you got a bunch of little chips. And some touch-up marks in the corner there. Coming up over this fender. Turn around, let's go back to midsection. A little stain in the paint. Got a chip right there in the middle of the door. Couple little scratches. Coming down the top portion. Get some little spots in the paint. Like some chipping going on around the antenna. Okay, let's go ahead and check the interior out. We'll get her started up and we'll shut this hood. Then we'll get you some undercarriage shots. Pretty nice seats, not all tore up. The interior's in great shape in this car. Smells like AutoZone air fresheners. Although I don't see any in here. It must have had some when we first got it. Door panel's in great shape. Weather stripping around the door is a bit old, but still soft. Looking at the bottom of the door, not in bad shape at all. Jams, same way. Carpet's in pretty decent shape. Go ahead, place your bets. You think the horn works on this one? A little game we like to play on the channel here. Like somebody added another SS. Starting it up. Ooh, radio's already jamming. Somebody's ready for a ride. Look at the mileage. It's getting ready to go back to 0 across the board. Not too long from now. Temp gauge is still low, oil pressure's up, battery's working, and the gas gauge looks like it's working, as well as the tach. Coming across the dash here. Pretty good shape. AC, let's see. It's not pulling down on the motor, so I do not believe that compressor's going to be working. Should be pulling down on the motor, and it's not. It's probably going to need some work. Horn? Oh yeah, real sensitive. Wipers? They're fast too. This car is in great shape. I mean, just look around. No lights on the dash. Still calling. Turn the headlights on, turn signal. Leave the AC on, hopefully. We'll see if the compressor's kicking on. I doubt it is. And we got the headlight and the turn signal on. We're gonna check out now. Compressor's not kicking on. Looks like everything is hooked up. I'm not sure what it's gonna need, but it is there. Turn signal is on. Headlights are on. Looks like your running lights are working as well. This car's got a pretty set of American racing wheels. They look new. I mean, the tires look new and the rims front to back are pretty spotless, so I'd say those are fresh. Turn signal's cutting on, tail lights are on. And the third brake light is up in the window. It looked like it was lighting up too. Has a running light. Yeah, it is. Turn signal's working. I bet you this front one works. And we're gonna shut down the hood. Comes down nice and easy. Turn signal's working. So I come up on the front of the hood here. So you got a little bit of a gap here because this front bumper's plastic. Same thing's going. But it still looks great. Got a couple scars on the hood and the crack there. Got a spot right here. Okay guys, so we made it all the way around the car. I'm gonna give you some undercarriage shots and then we're going for a test drive. So be sure to look for that test drive video. I'll put it about the last 30 seconds of this one. Let's look under it. Any other questions, visit maplemotors.com. I have financing and shipping available for all of these cars on the lot. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I post videos pretty much daily. If you notice, the lot's kind of thin right now. We're trying to buy more cars, but they're getting a little bit rare to find. Of course, in the next month or two, I'm sure we'll pick back up. It always slows down right here at this time every year, but that's a good thing. Always getting new cars up here. You always see something new every time you come by. So check us out at maplemotors.com. We'll have new inventory popping up on Monday, every Monday. Detailed pictures, financing, shipping, wheels, tires, parts, and accessories are all on the website. And if you hit subscribe, you can see daily content. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again, guys.